Well, we're finally getting away, a lot later in the day than we'd hoped. The joys of working for yourself, but we're going to hope to get somewhere west of Rockhampton today, but at least we'll get going. So it's just a case of getting the boat on the roof, tying it down, hooking the van up and leaving. We're all packed ready to go. And the dog's not happy he's not coming. We've had extra tie-down points welded onto our boat. Makes it a lot easier to pull it down from the top rather than put a strap right over the top of the boat, which is near on impossible. Okay, so we're going to go from Bundaberg up to Rockhampton, out to Emerald, Barcaldine, Longreach, Winton. Want to have a look at the Matilda Centre at Winton. I haven't seen the new one. Then up to Cloncurry, and just before Mount Isa we'll catch up with a friend of ours. From there we go across to the Barclay Homestead, up to Cape Crawford, and then we hit the dirt. About 200 kilometres of dirt up to the Lemon Bite Fishing Camp. That's where we're heading for. Alrighty, our first stop. We've only gone about 80 k's. I just wanted to pull up here. I knew there was a good gravel pit to check all the wheel bearings, something that should be done every trip. Try and do it at least once a day, just to feel them, make sure that they're not too hot. Well, with this trip there's going to be lots of driving. Our first afternoon stop was about 400 kilometres from home, a small town of Juringa. Time for afternoon drinks. The country roads are definitely a lot more relaxing to drive on, but you still got to keep aware. Things can jump out in front of you.
This is what Barcaldine's famous for. The Tree of Knowledge.
Alright, Longreach is next.
Yep.
Although we're going to stop at
Ilfracombe,
yeah. Have a look at some of the machinery on the side of the road there. Copy the road train. Yeah, mate. One of us looking good, we might submarine, you know. Having a UHF radio in your vehicle when you're towing, to me, it's almost a necessity. It does help you keep things a whole lot safer. And the guys that operate these road trains, they really are gentlemen, and they're very professional at what they do. Nice looking bit of gear, that one. Ilfracombe is one of those small country towns, the type like if you blink you'll miss them. But it's got an awesome arrangement of old machinery all put along the side of the road and the main street. It's brilliant, it's really worthwhile to have a stop and have a bit of a look at. Kerosene tractor. McCormack Deering. Wonder if that's the start of a John Deere. It's almost the right colour. Some of the road making machinery. I reckon this would be an old baler of some sort. Here comes old mate with the road train. It's amazing that you can just wander through all this. A wall press. Our plan for tonight is to make it to Winton, or at least to the long water hole just outside of Winton. That'll mean we've clocked up about 750 kilometres for the day.
Qantas Founders Outback Museum.
And then Stockman's Hall of Fame's on the left. Down there, there's a sign for the hall. Well, this is our camp from last night. We're at Winton, a place called the Long Water Hole. There's quite a few other campers in here. Quick check under the bonnet of the car, batten down all the hatches, make sure everything's closed. We'll head into town, get some fuel, and then into the Matilda Centre.
There it is, Walsing Matilda Centre.
Yep.
Cool. Everybody's waiting for it to open.
Different sort of rubbish bins they have in town. We were pretty keen to have a look at the new Matilda Centre. Well, it's not new, but in 2015, I believe, the old one burnt down. We were fortunate enough to visit there and just absolutely loved it. I reckon it's one of the best outback museums that we've ever come across. So we thought we'll check out the new one, see what it's like. Would have made a good national anthem, I reckon.
The Coolamars roots.
That's something I didn't know. This area's been used quite a lot in movies.
Blinding the countryside in its intensity.
Boulder opal. Beautiful.
The Family and Medical Centre. These GoPro cameras really don't like fluoro lights and ceiling fans. This is the model just before the automatic washing machine. Back on the road again, heading towards Mary Kathleen. We've got one more stop along the way, a Walkabout Creek pub. Just can't drive past this place. I just can't. Absolutely love stopping to visit this place. Still reckon it's the best movie ever made. It was here while we were at the Walkabout Creek Hotel. We had a massive thrill for us. We were recognised by another couple from our YouTube videos. Well, that really made our trip. It was so awesome to meet someone who loves our videos so much. They've got good taste.
Normally have it open and
Oh, cool.
but because of the COVID, you know, you're supposed to wipe everything down after someone in the Crocodile Dundee wine. Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
So this here is part of the set from Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2. Brilliant.
Oh, cool.
Even the pig's head.
Yeah.
Huh? How cool is that? So that's the original.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I keep telling you that's not a me.
We're heading for Mary Kathleen. It's a small abandoned town, about halfway between Cloncurry and Mount Isa. This is where we'll catch up with our friends Ted and Norell. Now, we've driven past this place quite a few times over the years, but we've never called in. The township was based around the uranium mine. It didn't take us too long to find where our friends were camped. A few cold beers, a camp oven dinner. What more could you want? Time to unload the quad bike and have a bit of a look around. It makes it a real easy way to an exploring area. With the tinny on the roof of Brutus, we need to put out the solar panel just to keep the batteries charged up for the beer fridge. 5.8 amps, that's good. Having the quad bikes with us just gives us a really easy way to explore ground like this. It's amazing to know that was once a thriving town here, and now there's just nothing. Just like the Curban Channel is all still here, but there's not a building anywhere. It's amazing seeing a huge pit here, a giant hole where there was once a nice mountain. And the water looks like it'd be a beautiful place to swim, but I reckon you'd glow in the dark afterwards.
that where we went to?
I think that might have been where we went. Yeah, like it must be in a processing plant or
The
something.
first drum of uranium oxide was produced in 1958.
We're just heading back now. We're going to go and grab some old timber that's been washed down in the creek and cut it up for a nice fire tonight. These Makita battery powered chainsaws are brilliant. The guy that built this canopy for us did a magic job. Talk about a snug fit.
Now just tie down and Bob's your uncle. Welcome to Mount Isa. Rugged looking country though, isn't it?
Sure is.
Camberwell, welcome to Camberwell.
This is our camp from last night, between Camberwell and Barclay Roadhouse. Very windy, as you'll hear, and it's very cold. Cold enough to have the heater running, the diesel heater running, and it's nearly the end of September. Out here, you got this paper pipe, whatever it is. $96.9. That's about 50 cents a litre here on Mount Isa. But it's got a smile. Take it. Leaving the Barclay Roadhouse, we turned right and head north, basically due north. Heading up towards Cape Crawford. We've just pulled up for a leg stretch, let the little dog out. And I found this on the side of the road. That is what's left of a Land Cruiser wheel that must have come off someone's trailer. Outback Hotel. This is our last fuel stop and our chance to drop all our tyre pressures down before we start on the dirt road. Tyre pressures are right down, so yeah, we've just got to go steady so we don't bust anything. Instead of pushing it to get up to the Limonbite River fishing camp today, we'll pull up, camp for the night at the Southern Lost City. Ted and Narelle have never been in here before. It's definitely worth a look. A nice early morning walk through the Southern Lost City before we head up to Limonbite. I would have loved to have got some footage here again with our drone, but our permit to use the drone in the national park had expired and I hadn't had time to get another one. We have got some drone footage of this area in one of our older videos, Living the Dream, episode 8. great big rock just balancing on the tip.
Oh, wow.
It's worthwhile getting up here just for the photo.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Time to head back to camp and then head up to the Lemon Bite River fishing camp. Can't wait to get into the Barra. On our next episode, we reach the Lemon Bite River fishing camp, get stuck into the Barra and some mud crabs.